Hey Nick, I thought what might be really nice is that if we share how we perceived, when we did the quiz. Did you do the quiz?
I did, yes.
So do your own little kite and see what it came out as.
I did.
So tell me about yours.
Okay, so I noticed that in my kite I have a very strong symbolic and political positions, these ones, and I don't know, I think that was because I liked keeping like people working towards progress, managing those different groups like a political leader, hierarchical kind of, this person does this job and this person does this job, which I guess is kind of structural, which was my kind of lowest one. But also I was very much about bringing people on board with a vision and a mission. I don't really think it's a wise idea to do something unless people are on board with what the purpose of that thing would be. But also being charismatic and convincing them that even if it's not in, like, if they don't really care about it, being able to make them care about it, I think was my strong points, which is why I had such strong political and symbolic leaders.
Well, I'm sort of, I suppose, the opposite of you. With my HR background and accounting, I had human resource and structural as my two major components. So I'm all about realizing that everybody has different strengths and weaknesses. So that's that HR component where you get them on board by recognizing their skills and talents and saying this is your role.
Yeah.
So that's was very much me. And structural, following rules, procedures. I think that's a teaching background in me, and ticking all the right boxes. But also I had symbolic there. But I don't know about you, but when I was looking at the 4 different types of leadership, I found that I wanted to pick a piece from there and a piece from there. I definitely believed in bringing on a project manager. That would be the first thing I did, yet that was in the political one, which was my lowest. So my question was, if you did that quiz again, would you get a different result?
I really feel so, yeah.
You have to answer those questions on that particular day.
Yeah.
And some of them I couldn't choose, like, do you care for others or are you an attention to detail person? Well, maybe I'm both. But
yeah.
So the other thing I thought would be interesting too is, wouldn't it be funny if not funny, but it would bring some interesting results if you did it yourself, the quiz, and then a person that you were leading did the quiz. Because it was asking questions like, how do those people perceive you? And how do you know?
Really tell that.
The whole Johari window, how we perceive ourselves and how others perceive us is totally different.
Very true.
So,
hey guys, hello. I looked out of my window and I saw you were doing your kitey things. Yours look a little bit neater than mine. What did
your creative side, Jill?
Symbolic, human resources. I'm kind of leading with the human resource one. That surprised me because I think I've had to train myself to be a people person. So I think maybe this is what it'd be like today. I don't know if it would be the same tomorrow.
You're just saying that.
Maybe, I was thinking with mine, structure is to do with budget, and some days you just don't care. Yeah. So some days, maybe when I did this quiz, I was just like, budget, that's nothing. Spend all the money. Just throw all the money at the problem. Yeah. Whereas tomorrow I might wake up and be like, oh no, we're $2,000 over budget already. Structure, more structure.
Yes.
So I'm wondering whether you might even think of this as a bit like a dance floor. So if you laid it flat, there'd be some days where you'd be moving more in the structural frame and others. Because I think the whole point is to be able to move across. But yes, thank you for sharing, and I'm really pleased that you found it helpful. That's great.
Thanks, Jill.
And we're interested to hear about your story, so don't forget to share it on Twitter.
Have you done that?
Do it now.
Yes.